I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the rolls bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Memorial Day. Memorial Day is a holiday in the United States. It is observed on the last Monday in May. Memorial Day has been a national holiday since 1971. It is a day for remembering all of the people who died fighting in wars for America. More than 26 million Americans have fought in the wars in the United States military. It is estimated that over 1 million of them lost their lives while serving. Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day. Decoration Day was created in the late 1860s to honor the members of the military who had fought in the Civil War. It is now a time to honor those who served in the United States military and lost their lives in any war. Memorial Day is observed in many ways in America, following the traditions that started with Decoration Day. Many people place flags and flowers on the graves of military personnel on Memorial Day. The U.S. government officially observes Memorial Day by holding special services at Arlington National Cemetery in Arlington, Virginia. A flag is placed on each grave and the president or vice president makes a speech at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Many schools have Memorial Day programs. Some cities have Memorial Day parades. Some churches hold special Memorial Day services. Many American businesses are closed on Memorial Day, and people spend time with their families. It is a day for remembering the heroes who gave their lives for our country.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
The Gettysburg Address by Abraham Lincoln. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But, in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but It can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who have fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking and riding on the highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
The Unknown Soldier by Billy Rose. There's a graveyard near the White House where the unknown soldier lies, and the flowers there are sprinkled with the tears from mother's eyes. I stood there not so long ago with roses for the brave, and suddenly I heard a voice speak out from the grave. I am the unknown soldier, the spirit voice began, and I think I have the right to ask some questions man to man. I am the unknown soldier, and maybe I died in vain, but if I were alive and my country called, I'd do it all over again.
The Unsung Heroes by Paul Laurence Dunbar. A song for the unsung heroes who rose in the country's need when the life of the land was threatened by the slaver's cruel greed. For the men who came from the cornfield, who came from the plow and the flail, who rallied round when they heard the sound of the mighty man of the rail. A song for the unsung heroes who stood the awful test when the humblest host that the land could boast went forth to meet the best. A song for the unsung heroes who fell on the bloody sod, who fought their way from night to day and struggled up to God.
Cover them over with beautiful flowers by Will Carleton. Cover them over with beautiful flowers, deck them with garlands, those brothers of ours, lying so silent by night and by day, sleeping the years of their manhood away. Give them the meed they have won in the past, give them their honors, their future forecasts. Give them the chaplets they have won in the strife, give them the laurels they lost with their life. Cover them over, yes, cover them over, parents and husbands, brother and lover. Crown in your hearts those dead heroes of ours, cover them over with beautiful flowers.
Children the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time to stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I proudly stand up next to you and defend your still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend your still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
The first Memorial Day. May was green with grass and clover, and the tragic war was over. Soldiers wearing blue and gray had been buried where they lay. The states were torn apart. What could heal the Union's heart? In a dreamy southern town, as the sun of May streamed down, women gathered flowers to strew on the graves of gray and blue. And the news spread far that day, flowers for both the blue and gray. More than words that rant and preach, flowers of springtime healed the breach. For the men who fought and perished, fighting for the cause they cherished, were more to like the blue and gray on that first Memorial Day.
Grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, may forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true with the red, white, and blue, where there's never a ghost or brag. Should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag. You're the grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true like the red, white, and blue, where there's never a ghost or brag. Should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
So proud of all of you. You did a very, very nice job keeping your patriotism and being respectful to each other. So thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day being proud to be an American. Okay? Make sure that
He taught him the name of all the creatures of the air and land and water, which ones were good to eat, which ones were not good to eat. This world is impossible. Do you know your cultural heritages? You walk on the land and swim in the water. One of the first things he made with a little bebop, dwellers on rocks.
Then you can color them, and you can put it in any order you want, except this has to be the front page, and you can write your name right here. That will help. And there's another page you can do too. Should I go to their seats to go in?
It was approved on July 4th, July 4, 1776 by Thomas Jefferson. July 4th became an American holiday to celebrate freedom. 1777. Equality is much Americans were to celebrate
danced with every lady but his wife. Miss W. had stayed home. James Madison's opinion of his inaugural ball: I would much rather be in bed.
Gettysburg is actually
I like
or Elvis.
See?
Okay.
I like cheese. Stop. You say partner.
But my 2 weeks in the summer, I go over to his home base in Fort Devens, Mass.
I've trained in Norway, California, Georgia.
Second stop motion, put attention to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're trying to get somebody to find you, you're trying to get like the rest of your soldiers to find you. That means the enemy is going to be able to find you too. Really, because so many people, we're actually at 100% right now. What did I do? Honestly, I'm doing everything I want to do. I start school in September. I probably should be deploying, they told me in 2016, to where I have no idea. But they train you to stay hydrated, and sometimes they'll force you, like right before going to sleep they made us drink. Once you make it through the training, you will not want to quit. Once you get the title of being a soldier and you get to wear the uniform, or being a Marine, you get to wear the uniform, you're not going to want to give up.
Today, we're going to start with our band marching in. Give them the room. Know that we have two honored guests here with us today, two soldiers from the military.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We Love by Pam Munoz-Ryan. Our flag is our country's symbol of ideals that are meant to last. It's a promise for our future, a reminder of our past. The many connotations for which our banner stands reflect our country's best intentions and the people of this land. A seamstress stitched a banner for our country proud and new from ribbon works of red and white and a yard of deep sky blue. A teacher raises a radiant flag to let the children know the schoolyard is a place to come for the chance to learn and grow. Americans stand together before ceremonies start and promise their allegiance with their hands across their hearts. The diligent stars and stripes wave down through the long and pounding night, while patriots prayed that they would see their flag at morning's light. A casket draped with a solemn flag journeyed the countryside, while people came from town and field to mourn the man who died. Explorers carried a weary flag through snow and sun and wind, and left the banner on the spot that marked their journey's end. Children waved their festive flags and parade along the way, as their drums roll and trumpets blare the rhythms of the day. Athletes train to be the best to the wild and thunderous roar, of fans who chant their country's name with hopes their teams will score. When people come to our great country aboard ships that cross the sea, they are welcomed to our harbors by the flags of liberty. Astronauts planted a peaceful flag on a far-off distant world, where it stands serene and silent with the stars and stripes unfurled. Heroes shoulder valiant flags twice, 3 times, and more, and claim the fronts of battlefields on home and distant shores. Citizens march for freedom with action, faith, and word. A righteous banner guarantees their voices will be heard. A brilliant flag is shining in a fireworks of light, while the people watch in wonderment in the deepening, darkling night. A citizen wears a symbol, a tiny flag-shaped pin, as a promise for our future and a reminder of where we've been. Celebrate the flag we love and majesty in the sky, and feel the pride that swells inside as our banner goes streaming by.
My students in the afternoon class have been pen pals with Staff Sergeant John McCarthy, who is currently flying Black Hawk helicopters over in Afghanistan. We've sent him care packages, we've sent him letters, and in response for our support, he has said something very special that my class does not know about, and I'm using today to present it to them. So could I please have my afternoon students stand up? Stay right where you are. We've gotten a personalized certificate that I want to read to you, and we have a very special flag that was folded and sent to us that will be displayed here at the school. And each of my students will be getting a copy of the personalized certificate, which states, Fox Company 126 Aviation, Delaware, Rhode Island National Guard, Chaos Dust Off. This is to attest that the accompanying United States flag was carried aboard Medevac Mission, MMW 331B over Western Afghanistan, flown in a VH-60 Black Hawk helicopter on the 31st day of March 2011 by Fox Company 126 Medevac Company. The company is based at Forward Operational Base Shindad in Afghanistan. As this flag was flown, it symbolized the sovereign power of the United States of America and the unshakable resolve to keep our country safe. This flag is presented to Mrs. Hamilton's kindergarten class for your loving support of our unit during Operation Enduring Freedom 2011. And special thanks to Avery, Ariana, Hannah Braden, Isabella Brady, Abby, Evelyn, John, Mrs. Murphy, Malachi Hunter, Victoria Emma Gage, Leland Austin Gabriel, and Mrs. Tony Ann Hamilton. Boys and girls, you should be very proud of yourself. This is a very special flag, and I'm sure that the Pollard School is very proud to have it.
Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you if the emperor's still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt about this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart.